The 20 cent coin from Spain dated 1999 with the mint mark M and featuring Miguel de Cervantes is part of the first series of Spanish euro coins prepared for the launch of the euro currency. Although the coins were officially introduced into circulation on January 1st, 2002, many of them, including the 1999 issues, were struck earlier in preparation for the monetary changeover from the Spanish peseta to the euro. The M mint mark stands for the Real Casa de la Moneda in Madrid, which is Spain's official mint and one of the oldest mints in Europe, with origins dating back to the 16th century. The 20 cent coin belongs to the Spanish cultural figures design group used on the 10, 20, and 50-cent coins of Spain's first euro series. The obverse, national side, of the coin features a detailed portrait of Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra, 1547 to 1616. One of Spain's most celebrated writers and the author of Don Quixote, widely regarded as one of the greatest works of world literature and often described as the first modern novel. Cervantes' portrait symbolizes Spain's rich literary and cultural heritage. Surrounding the portrait are 12 stars representing the European Union, arranged along the outer ring of the coin, emphasizing Spain's membership in the EU. The year 1999 appears on the obverse, along with the mint mark. The reverse, common European side, designed by Luc Luyx of the Royal Belgian Mint, shows a stylized map of Europe along with the denomination 20 cent, illustrating the unity of European nations at the time of the euro's introduction. The coin is made of Nordic gold, an alloy composed of approximately 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin. Despite its name, it contains no actual gold, but has a distinctive golden color and is resistant to tarnish. The coin weighs 5.74 grams, has a diameter of 22.25 millimeters, and a thickness of 2.14 millimeters. Its edge has 7 indentations known as Spanish flower notches, a distinctive feature of the 20-cent denomination that helps visually impaired individuals differentiate it from other euro coins. As legal tender, the coin has a face value of 20 cents and is valid throughout the entire Eurozone. In terms of mintage, Spain produced hundreds of millions of 20-cent coins in 1999, making it a common circulation coin rather than a rare collectible. Because of its high mintage and continued circulation, its market value for collectors is generally equal to its face value unless it is in uncirculated or mint state condition. Coins in brilliant uncirculated BU or proof condition, particularly those preserved in official mint sets, may command a small premium among collectors, but typically only a few euros above face value. Error coins, such as those with striking defects, off-center designs, or unusual planchet issues, could be more valuable depending on the nature and rarity of the error. Spain updated its euro coin designs in 2010 to comply with new EU guidelines, slightly modifying the portrait and layout, which makes the 1999 to 2009 issues, including the 1999 Cervantes design, part of the original first series. Historically, the 1999 Spanish euro coins represent an important transitional moment when European nations adopted a common currency to strengthen economic integration and simplify trade and travel across member states. Although the coins were not yet in everyday use in 1999, they were legally euro coins from that date for accounting and financial markets, as the euro officially became a virtual currency on January 1st, 1999, replacing national currencies like the peseta for electronic transactions before physical notes and coins were introduced in 2002. From a cultural perspective, the choice of Cervantes reflects Spain's desire to present a symbol of intellectual achievement and national pride to the rest of Europe. His image has long been associated with Spanish identity, and his influence on global literature reinforces Spain's contribution to world culture. The portrait used on the coin is based on a traditional engraved likeness, as no confirmed authentic painted portrait of Cervantes from his lifetime exists. For collectors, identifying a genuine 1999 20-cent coin involves checking the date, the mint mark, the proper weight and dimensions, and the characteristic Nordic gold color. Over time, circulated examples may show wear, minor scratches, or discoloration due to handling, but this does not significantly affect value unless the coin is being graded at higher uncirculated levels. In summary, the 20 cent 1999 M. España Cervantes coin is a standard Spanish circulation coin from the first year of euro coin production. Minted in Madrid, featuring the iconic writer Miguel de Cervantes, composed of durable Nordic gold alloy, widely circulated, and primarily valued at its face value unless preserved in exceptional condition, while also holding historical significance as part of the European Monetary Union's launch period, the next top. The 20 cent coin from Spain dated 2001 with the letter M, and the portrait of Miguel de Cervantes is part of the first official euro coin series issued by Spain when the euro was introduced as a physical currency in 2002, although many of the coins bear the date 1999, 2000, or 2001 because those were the official minting years leading up to the launch. Spain adopted the euro as part of the Eurozone, and like all member states, it issues its own national designs on one side of the coin, while the other side shares the common European design. The M visible on the coin stands for the Real Casa de la Moneda in Madrid, Fábrica Nacional de Moneda y Timbre. Real Casa de la Moneda, which is Spain's official minting institution responsible for producing circulating coinage and other official state security items such as banknotes, stamps, passports, and official documents. The 20-cent coin belongs to the Spanish writers and cultural figures theme used for the 10, 20, and 50-cent coins, and the chosen personality is Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra, one of the most important literary figures in Spanish and world literature. Miguel de Cervantes, born in 1547 and died in 1616, is best known as the author of Don Quixote, widely considered one of the greatest novels ever written and often described as the first modern novel. His inclusion on the coin reflects Spain's pride in its literary heritage and cultural influence. On the national side of the 20-cent coin, Cervantes is shown in a finely detailed portrait facing slightly to the left, with his name Cervantes inscribed vertically along the left side of the coin. The year 2001 appears on the right side, and the mint mark M is usually located near the year. Around the outer edge of the coin are 12 stars representing the European Union, symbolizing unity, solidarity, and harmony among the peoples of Europe. The stars form a circle, a standard feature of all euro coins regardless of country of origin. The 20 cent coin is made from an alloy called Nordic gold, which is not actually gold but a copper alloy composed mainly of copper, around 89%, aluminum, about 5%, zinc, around 5%, and a small amount of tin, about 1%. This composition gives the coin its distinctive golden color while making it durable, corrosion-resistant, and suitable for long-term circulation. The coin weighs approximately 5.74 grams, has a diameter of 22.25 millimeters, and a thickness of about 2.14 millimeters. One of its most distinctive physical features is its Spanish flower shape, meaning it has 7 indents along the edge, giving it a unique tactile feel compared to round coins. This design helps visually impaired users identify the denomination more easily by touch. On the common European side of the 20-cent coin issued in 2001, the design shows a map of Europe prior to the 2004 enlargement of the European Union. The design was created by Luc Luyx of the Royal Belgian Mint, whose initials LL can be found on the coin. The map is surrounded by the 12 EU stars and includes the denomination 20 cent. After 2007, the common side design was modified to show a more complete map of Europe without borders between member states, but the earlier version remains on coins minted before that change, including your 2001 coin. In terms of mintage, Spain produced tens of millions of 20-cent coins in 2001, as this was part of the initial large-scale production to ensure enough coins were available when euro cash entered circulation in January 2002. Because of this high mintage, the 2001 Spanish 20-cent coin is generally common and does not carry significant numismatic value if it is in circulated condition. In everyday circulated condition, it is typically worth its face value of 20 cents. However, coins in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those preserved in official mint sets, may have a slightly higher collector value, often modest, and depending on demand and condition. Special errors, such as striking mistakes, off-center designs, or unusual metal flaws, could increase the value, but such errors are relatively rare. From a historical perspective, the 2001 20-cent coin represents an important transitional moment in European monetary history. The introduction of the euro marked one of the largest currency changes in modern history, replacing national currencies such as the Spanish peseta. Spain had used the peseta since 1869, and the shift to the euro symbolized deeper economic integration within Europe. The appearance of Cervantes on the coin also reinforces how euro coins serve not only as monetary instruments, but also as miniature ambassadors of national identity within a shared European framework. Each time the coin changes hands, it carries with it a small piece of Spanish cultural heritage embedded within a European monetary system. Collectors often appreciate the Spanish euro series for its clear thematic structure. King Juan Carlos I appeared on the 1 and 2 euro coins, later replaced by King Felipe VI after 2014, Cervantes on the 10, 20, and 50-cent coins, and the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela on the 1, 2, and 5-cent coins. This organization made Spain's euro coin designs cohesive and easy to recognize. The 2001 issue belongs to the first portrait style of Cervantes used from 1999 until 2009, after which a slightly modified design was introduced to comply with updated EU guidelines regarding the arrangement of stars and national inscriptions. In summary, the 20 euro cent 2001 M. España Cervantes coin is a standard circulation coin minted in Madrid as part of Spain's original euro coin series. It features Miguel de Cervantes as a tribute to Spain's literary legacy, is made of Nordic gold alloy with a distinctive 7-indented shape, weighs 5.74 grams, and measures 22.25 millimeters in diameter. While it generally holds only face value in circulated condition due to high mintage, it carries strong historical and cultural significance as part of the launch of the euro and as a symbol of Spain's contribution to European civilization through one of its greatest writers, the next top. The 20 euro cent coin of 2002 from Spain, marked with a mint letterum and featuring Miguel de Cervantes, is part of the first series of Spanish euro coins introduced when Spain adopted the euro as its official currency in 1999 for electronic transactions and in 2002 for physical cash circulation, making it historically significant as one of the inaugural issues of the euro era. This coin was struck at the Real Casa de la Moneda in Madrid, hence the M mint mark visible on the obverse, and it represents Spain's cultural identity through the portrait of Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra, 1547 to 1616, the celebrated Spanish writer best known for his monumental literary work Don Quixote de la Mancha, widely regarded as one of the greatest works of fiction ever written and often described as the first modern novel, symbolizing Spain's contribution to world literature and intellectual heritage. The obverse design of the coin shows a finely engraved portrait of Cervantes facing slightly to the left, with the word Espa inscribed to the left or right, depending on the specific design alignment, and the year 2002 positioned on the coin to indicate the year of minting, surrounded by the 12 five-pointed stars of the European Union arranged in a circle representing unity and harmony among EU member states. While the reverse side follows the common euro design created by Belgian designer Luc Louix, displaying the large numeral 20 alongside the word euro cent, with a map of Europe in the background, in the original pre-2007 style showing the EU before expansion, and lines cutting across the coin to symbolize connections between European nations. In terms of technical specifications, the 20 euro cent coin is composed of Nordic gold, an alloy made of 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin, which gives it its distinctive golden color while containing no actual gold, making it durable and resistant to tarnishing, with a diameter of 22.25 millimeters, a thickness of approximately 2.14 millimeters, and a weight of 5.74 grams, and it features a unique Spanish flower shape. technically called a seven-lobe curve, rather than a simple round edge, which not only adds aesthetic appeal, but also helps visually impaired individuals distinguish it from other denominations. The edge of the coin is smooth, without reading, differentiating it from certain other euro coins with milled or lettered edges, as 2002 was the first year euro coins were released into general circulation. Large quantities of these coins were minted to meet demand, meaning the 20-cent 2002 España Cervantes coin is generally common in circulated condition and typically holds face value unless found in exceptional uncirculated UNC, brilliant uncirculated BU, or proof condition, in which case it may carry a small premium among collectors, especially if preserved in official mint sets. Proof versions, struck with specially polished dies and planchets for collectors, display sharper details and mirror-like backgrounds, whereas circulation strikes may show wear on Cervantes' hair and facial details over time. From a numismatic perspective, this coin is part of Spain's first Euro series, 1999 to 2009 design type, which consistently featured Cervantes on the 10, 20, and 50-cent coins, King Juan Carlos I on the €1 and €2 coins during that period, and the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela on the 1, 2, and 5-cent coins, thereby reflecting a thematic blend of monarchy, architecture, and literature in Spain's national imagery. Historically, the year 2002 marks a transformative period in European monetary history, when legacy currencies like the Spanish peseta were withdrawn and replaced by euro banknotes and coins, making early 2002 issues symbolically important as artifacts of economic integration within the European Union. Collectors often examine the coin for die varieties, minting errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or clip planchets, which can significantly increase value. Although standard examples are extremely abundant due to high mintage figures in the tens or even hundreds of millions, the artistic representation of Cervantes on the coin reflects a dignified Renaissance-era portrait style, emphasizing his high forehead, mustache, and rough collar typical of 16th to 17th century fashion, reinforcing Spain's pride in its Golden Age literary tradition. Over time, minor design modifications occurred in later euro coin issues. After 2007, the reverse map was updated to show a unified Europe without internal borders, but the 2002 coin retains the original reverse map design, making it identifiable as part of the first euro map type. In terms of market value, as of typical collector standards, circulated examples usually remain worth 20 cents, while uncirculated rolls or mint state coins may sell for modest premiums depending on condition and demand, and proof coins from official Spanish mint sets may command higher, but still, generally affordable prices, making this coin more of a historical and symbolic collectible rather than a rare investment piece. Overall, the 20-euro-cent 2002 España Cervantes coin stands as a meaningful blend of European unity and Spanish national identity, combining practical monetary function with cultural homage, durable modern metallurgy with classical portraiture, and marking a pivotal moment in Spain's transition from the peseta to the euro, ensuring its lasting place both in everyday commerce and in the collections of euro coin enthusiasts worldwide. The next top. The 20-euro-cent coin of 2006 from Spain with the M mint mark and featuring Miguel de Cervantes is part of Spain's standard euro coinage issued for circulation within the eurozone, and it represents a blend of modern European monetary unity and strong national cultural identity. Spain adopted the euro in 1999 for electronic transactions and began issuing euro coins and banknotes in 2002, and since then, each Spanish euro coin has carried a common European reverse and a national obverse design. For the 10, 20, and 50-euro-cent coins, Spain chose the portrait of Miguel de Cervantes, the world-famous Spanish writer best known for his masterpiece, Don Quixote, widely regarded as one of the greatest works of literature ever written and a foundational text of modern Western literature. On the obverse, national side, of the 2006 20-cent coin, Cervantes is depicted in a finely engraved left-facing portrait based on classical artistic representations, capturing his distinctive ruffled collar and period attire. symbolizing Spain's rich literary and cultural heritage. Surrounding the portrait are the 12 stars of the European Union arranged in a circle, representing unity among EU member states. And the word ESPA appears prominently, identifying the issuing country along with the year 2006. The small letter M mint mark, usually located near the year, indicates that the coin was minted at the Real Casa de la Moneda in Madrid, Spain's official mint, which has a long history dating back to the 15th century and is responsible for producing Spain's circulating coins as well as commemorative issues and other official mint products. The reverse, common European side, of the coin follows the standard design created by Belgian designer Luc Luyx and used by all Eurozone countries for the 20-cent denomination during that period. It features a stylized map of Europe with the denomination 20 euro cent displayed prominently, along with the 12 EU stars, symbolizing European integration. In terms of technical specifications, the 20 euro cent coin is made of Nordic gold, a copper alloy composed primarily of copper, about 89%, with aluminum, zinc, and tin, giving it a distinctive golden color while containing no actual gold. It weighs 5.74 grams, has a diameter of 22.25 millimeters, and a thickness of approximately 2.14 millimeters, and its edge is uniquely designed with 7 indentations known as the Spanish flower shape, making it easily distinguishable by touch from other denominations, which is especially useful for the visually impaired. The mintage figures for the 2006 issue were in the tens of millions, as it was intended for widespread circulation rather than as a limited collector's piece, meaning that in standard circulated condition, the coin typically holds face value, 0.20 euro. In the collector market, though uncirculated examples in mint state, UNC, condition or those included in official mint sets may carry a small premium, especially if well preserved with original luster and no signs of wear. Spain continued using the original Cervantes portrait design from the introduction of euro coins in 2002 until a slight redesign in 2010 to 2012, when technical updates were made to comply with EU guidelines on national sides. So the 2006 coin represents the earlier design style, which some collectors differentiate from the later modified versions. As part of everyday commerce, this coin would have circulated widely throughout Spain and across the Eurozone, being accepted in all countries that use the euro, demonstrating the principle of free movement of currency within the monetary union while still preserving national symbolism on one side. Thus, the 2006 España 20-cent Cervantes coin stands as a small but meaningful artifact of early 21st century European economic integration combined with Spain's pride in its literary heritage. And while it is not rare or highly valuable in monetary terms, it holds cultural, historical, and numismatic interest for collectors who appreciate Euro coin series, Spanish coinage, or literary-themed currency the next top. The 20 euro cent 2007 España coin is part of Spain's official euro coinage introduced when Spain adopted the euro currency in 1999, non-circulating, and 2002 circulation, and it belongs to the 10, 20, and 50-cent series that feature the famous Spanish writer Miguel de Cervantes. The obverse, national side, of the coin displays a finely engraved portrait of Miguel de Cervantes Saavedra, 1547 to 1616, the renowned author of Don Quixote, which is widely regarded as one of the most important works of literature in world history and a foundational novel of modern Western literature. His image symbolizes Spain's cultural and literary heritage and highlights the nation's contribution to global arts and letters. To the left or right of the portrait appears the word ESPA, identifying the issuing country, and the year 2007 is inscribed to indicate the minting year. The letter M visible on the coin stands for the Real Casa de la Moneda in Madrid, Real Casa de la Moneda, Fábrica Nacional de Moneda y Timbre, which is Spain's official minting institution responsible for producing circulating and commemorative coinage. Surrounding the design are the 12 stars of the European Union arranged in a circular formation, representing unity and harmony among European member states. The reverse, common European side, designed by Luc Luyx of the Royal Belgian Mint, shows a stylized map of Europe with the denomination 20 euro cent clearly indicated, symbolizing the shared monetary system across the Eurozone. In coins minted before 2007, the map showed the EU 15. But starting in 2007, a new common reverse design was introduced, showing a more geographically complete map of Europe without internal borders, making the 2007 issue part of the updated map series. The coin is made of Nordic gold, an alloy composed of approximately 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin, giving it its characteristic golden color while containing no actual gold. And it weighs about 5.74 grams, has a diameter of 22.25 millimeters, and a thickness of approximately 2.14 millimeters. The edge of the 20-cent coin is distinctively shaped with 7 indents, often described as a Spanish flower shape, making it easily recognizable by touch and helpful for visually impaired users. The coin was struck in large quantities for circulation, as 20-cent coins are commonly used in everyday transactions across Spain and the Eurozone, and therefore most 2007 examples found in circulation have only face value unless they are in uncirculated, UNC condition, brilliant uncirculated BU condition, or proof quality. Proof versions were specially struck for collectors with polished dies and mirror-like backgrounds and were typically issued in official mint sets. The historical context of the coin connects modern European economic integration with Spain's rich cultural legacy, as Cervantes' image links national pride to a shared European currency system. Cervantes himself lived during Spain's Golden Age, participated in the Battle of Lepanto in 1571, where he was injured, spent years in captivity in Algiers, and later achieved literary immortality through Don Quixote, published in 2 parts in 1605 and 1615. Collectors often examine the coin's condition, luster, strike quality, and any minting errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or double strikes, which can increase numismatic value. However, standard circulated pieces generally remain worth 20 cents, while mint state examples may sell for a small premium, depending on demand. Overall, the 2007 M. España 20 euro cent coin represents a blend of practical monetary function, European unity, Spanish national identity, metallurgical engineering, and tribute to one of the most influential literary figures in history, making it both an everyday object and a small cultural artifact that carries artistic, historical, and economic significance within the Eurozone monetary system.